these gold rushes do not come around very often. The opportunity to go from broke wagey to literal multimillionaire overnight. Like literally, Dogecoin millionaire. All these other stories, you've seen it. You've seen it, you've heard it. You were waiting for this moment. Nothing else matters. We are in a crypto bull run. And you're like, Rob the Bank, the e-commerce guy, is now making a video on crypto. Wow. You either think, wow, what a sellout, or wow, this is even realer than ever. Here's the truth. You are not going to be a multimillionaire trading cryptocurrency. And I, Rob the Bank, Robert Oliver, will always keep it so fucking real with you that you can always turn to me as someone you trust. Am I the e-com expert? Am I building in public? Am I doing all these things and providing value on that front? Absolutely. But am I a human with life experience? Am I a human who's been through the fires of investing? Am I a human who became a multimillionaire at a very young age and had to figure out all these other pieces? Absolutely. And I'm native to this crypto world. I've been in it since 2018, and I very much just want to put you on game so you know how to navigate this, because it is in the air. That FOMO is full blown in the air. If you are not seeing your crypto portfolio go up right now, you feel like you're missing out. That's how I felt in 2018. I still remember I had about $500,000 in my bank account. I'm building this Amazon business. Maybe on paper, it's worth a couple million, but I'm like right in that game. Now, keep in mind, there's colleagues around me in the Amazon space as well. We all know each other. We all talk. And that Thanksgiving, I'll never forget it. I hadn't invested at all. I think I'm 2018. So how old was I? That was 6 years ago. So what was it, 2016, 2020, 2024. Oh yeah, the halving. So 2016. Damn. So, man, I'm getting up there. So what am I, it's 12 years ago? So I am, at the time, that's not 12 years ago. I don't know. I'm like mid-20s, okay? And it's Thanksgiving, and I got convinced to put money in crypto. So I opened this Coinbase account. I'm in Canada, and I remember putting in a couple grand, and then I watched it turn into like 10 grand. And I'm like, wow, this investing thing's pretty cool. And long story short, I end up talking to my wife. I'm like, let's make a big investment here. This stuff's the future. This is always going to go up. I put in like 50 grand early January. 2 weeks later, the shit implodes. I lose almost all of it. I never sold. And the thing went bust. But there was this peer pressure from all my colleagues in the Amazon space too. They're all doing it, right? They're all investing. I had a guy who sold a business. He put in $250K. I had another buddy literally sell a company so he could put the money in crypto. He thought it was his fast track to billions. And we all learned the hard way. But the scary thing is, like, I never took my eye off the ball of the thing that was making me money, the thing that was developing me as an individual, the thing that was, making me become who I am today, even though that hurt. That loss hurt, right? It was like gut wrenching. I'll never forget that. But there were people that like didn't even want to do Amazon anymore. This is way back when it was like just this easy gold rush and everyone's making money. Idiots said they want to be like crypto people then, right? Or like do something totally different. And that was the wave that was created from this whole moment. Fortunately, like I put my head down, kept building my business, sold it. And in that process, hold on, I got some notes for you. I got some books. I got some investment philosophies. I got all sorts of stuff. And it was around that time that I started to learn that like there's more to this crypto thing. I was like learning how to be rich after I sold my business. And I bought this book, The Bitcoin Standard. And before I touched any more crypto, I read this book. And the book is 90% just about money, how value is exchanged from person to person. Talks like seashells. At one point, we're using seashells as humans, and then it gets into the gold standard and then being removed from the gold standard and the chaos that's created. And basically, Bitcoin is the antidote for all of that. The only way for humans to take back power from central bankers that have monopolized the globe and extracted resources through financial engineering. Bitcoin represented the fix to that. And I sat there and I go, okay, if I look at it like this, then this thing, this currency, this whatever, the digital asset, whatever you want to call it, has the potential to represent sound money on a global basis in a non-inflationary manner. Meaning one Bitcoin is always worth one Bitcoin. Now, the transition to that would obviously make it more valuable since there's a fixed number of Bitcoin. And then you look further globally, the financial system is dominated by the West. And you zoom out on that, well, a lot of people aren't happy about that, right? Russia's not happy about that. China's not happy about that. Iran's not happy about that. North Korea's not happy. A lot of people that don't love the West don't love that we monopolize this financial system and have the oil to dollar connection. And so you go, is the world going to get more or less rocky? And probably more rocky, right? As the West continues to decline and more powers tend to increase. And with finance at the center of that, does this potential new thing play a role? And even if you say no, right, there's no chance, governments are too big, the asymmetric upside, Bitcoin was at 7,000 at the time, the asymmetric upside of that coming to reality is insane, right? It's a Bitcoin could be worth hundreds of millions, whatever that means, right? It's still one Bitcoin's one Bitcoin. But if everyone adopted it, like, wow. So me, as a long-term thinker, that's the important piece of investing, that makes sense to hold. And so I made a sizable bet after I fully understood all of it. Most other cryptos, I still do not understand the actual real-world application. Conceptually, I get it. The narratives, I get it. But at the end of the day, if someone can rewrite that chain or someone can control it, then I'm not so sure it does anything other than make a more complicated internet and potential different business models. But that's another conversation for another time. Sitting here today, I've been through multiple of these bull runs. I'm up, 5+ million in crypto over the last couple of weeks. So I can confidently speak to you on that side. How I describe Bitcoin is an asymmetric bet. And I think about investments through a barbell approach. 90% of my shit, I want super safe. I want it growing year over year. I don't want to lose it. I'm not gambling it. Like, it's just protected wealth. The other 10%, I want insane asymmetric bets. So my own businesses, right, where I can put in $50K and potentially have a $10 million business, things like Bitcoin, out of the money things that I'm okay losing, but if they hit, it makes my portfolio outperform every single other person. And that's Nassim Taleb, Anti-Fragile. You can check that book out. I'm trying to pour value into this video. The main subject on this is you are not going to be a multimillionaire trading cryptocurrency. A lot of my audience is younger. Y'all want to be millionaires. You love the internet thing. You love the lifestyle. You want all the stuff. Crypto all of a sudden represents this cheat code, this pie in the sky where you can be that smart guy, that chill guy, and all of a sudden make it, get your Lambo, pump it up, all of that. Crypto is beautiful. Bitcoin is beautiful. You are not going to be a multimillionaire trading cryptocurrency. Stay locked in on the character development, the business development, the skills, all the things you need to do to actually become him or her. There's another gold rush right now. If you followed me, you know this TikTok shop thing represents Amazon from 2012, the same opportunity I had. And I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. I'm all in. I'm investing. I'm running Breaking Brands, the live show. Like, this shit's as good as it gets and it's as real as it gets. And I am happy a lot of motherfuckers, otherwise competent motherfuckers, are going to be chasing crypto. I don't get it. You won't not hear me talk about crypto because, like I said, I'm up $5 million. It's great. I cut my teeth to be here. I lost 50,000 at a time where that shit really hurt, right? I've been through pain. I didn't sell last cycle. I wrote it up. I keep buying more Bitcoin, but I believe in it. I made the Solana bet that I've talked about. So I want to give you a diversified real world reality of what it is to be a maturing multimillionaire e-com entrepreneur in this world. Build, invest, network, attract, all of those different things come to be. Keep your eye on the fucking ball. Keep your eye on the thing that's making you skills. That is the way.